New London News and Events, your source for local news. Good morning. This is your New London News morning update for Wednesday, April 16th. It is 35 degrees this morning. Sunrise today at 6:48 a.m. The sun will set this evening at 8:10 p.m. Your forecast for today, cloudy this morning, then clearing with a high near 49. For tonight, clear with a low around 33. For your Thursday, increasing clouds, but it warms back up, a high on Thursday near 64. Well, don't go away. I've got a bunch of stuff for you this morning. I've got a fire department report. I've got a tip of the hat segment. Of course, we'll take a look at today's calendar, a quick look at some state tax revenues, and your Wildcat sports. The New London Fire Department was toned out at 9:22 on Tuesday morning for a reported electrical fire at 2255 State Route 13. Upon arrival on scene, department members were met by the homeowner, who stated that the small fire, which had been started by a short circuit in an extension cord, had been put out. The department cleared the scene and was back in station at 9:55 Tuesday morning. In outdoor news, the Ohio 2025 Youth Wild Turkey season results are in. Youth wild turkey hunters across Ohio checked 1,740 birds during the state's special youth-only weekend of turkey hunting on April 12th and 13th, according to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources Division of Wildlife. The two-day season was open to hunters aged 17 and younger, and participants were required to be accompanied by a non-hunting adult. The three-year average for wild turkeys taken during the youth season from 2022 through 2024 is 1,571 birds. In 2024, youth hunters bagged 1,785 birds on the corresponding weekend. In today's Tip of the Hat segment, I want to send appreciation out to Firelands Electric and the line crews that went up and helped out in northern Michigan. I don't know if you saw any of the pictures, but a couple weeks ago, northern Michigan was absolutely obliterated with ice storms. The co-op up there, Great Lakes Energy, had over 100,000 outages and more than 3,000 utility poles broken, damaged, or down, spread out across 26 counties. Fireland sent a couple crews up to help out. And sure, the overtime's nice, but working long hours in those conditions and being away from the family is no fun. The crew of Robert Shepard, Jared Galloway, and Jake Wilbond went up for a week. They were then relieved by the crew of Phil Pickering, Evan Clemens, and Matt Whiteside. They just got back this week. So again, a tip of the hat and appreciation to the folks over there for going up and helping out. On the calendar for today at the New London Public Library, they'll have story time at 10:30 this morning, chapter book story time at 3:30 this afternoon. On the school calendar today, JV softball at St. Paul's. That game gets underway at 5 p.m., and the American Legion Poker Tournament gets started sharply at 6:30 p.m. this evening. Well, I thought this was timely with the folks down in Columbus working the biennial budget bill through Congress, and yesterday being tax day. The U.S. Census Bureau just released the 2024 annual survey of state government tax collections. The report indicates that in 2024, Ohio collected a little over $37 billion in taxes. Of that, $25.2 billion was from sales and gross receipt taxes, just over $2 billion in license taxes, $10 billion in income taxes, and $60 million in other taxes. That goes to show the tax base that Columbus is working with. In Wildcat sports, both the baseball and softball teams got wins Tuesday night. In the softball game, with the score tied after 8, the Lady Cats scored 3 in the top of the ninth. Mapleton managed to add 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth to challenge, but couldn't get the job done. Final score, New London 7, Mapleton 6. Addison Yetter got the win from the circle, going all 9 innings, giving up 8 hits and striking out 7. In the baseball game, the Wildcats trailed Mapleton by 1 after 6 innings, but scored 10 runs in the top of the 7th to take the lead and put the game away. Final score, New London 18, Mapleton 9. The Wildcats put up 12 hits in the game. Brody Sword pitched 8 innings, giving up 8 hits with 1 strikeout, and got the win from the mound. And that is your Wildcat Sports Update. Well, yesterday's trivia question was, what is the largest desert in the world? The answer to that, Antarctica. Today's question, we're going back to the movies here. What was the name of the high school in the movie Grease? Well, that's your morning update from your source for local news and events. I'm Steve. Stay safe, have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching.